First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is your brother Dawab from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got the beloved elder Malcolm, and the title of his video is "America is Destroying Americans," and his YouTube channel is GMS Maccabean Spirits. But this video is not actually about the video. It's about what he got. You know, you got them keyboard warriors, you know, who love to sit up and make statements and say things out the side of their neck. And this particular guy is Ramiro Marino, 1386. And it says, at GMS Maccabean Spirits, are you saying Job was alive after Rome fell and sea walked the earth? And the elder Malcolm answered him and said, Job prophesied the wicked ruled the earth before they actually ruled the earth. Listen, how you came to that conclusion in your question is mind-boggling. And then he stood up here and answered and said, Job 30, he's not prophesying though. He's being literal. How would he prophesy them spitting in his face when he became great again? Or what verse are you talking about? And then beloved elder replied, what are you talking about? That's not Job's only prophecy. You're not ready. Take notes, stop talking. And that's the truth. Ramiro Marino, take notes and stop talking. Shut the fuck up, man. You know, you don't understand shit. You know, Job was prophesying in 30. He was talking about the Edomites, you know, when they're going to be in rulership. And if you read Job 9 and 24, you will sit up here and know that Job sit up here and said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked who cover the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And if you want to sit up here and see who they cover the faces of, they cover the faces of the so-called black people, the Israelites of the Bible. These devils sit up here and put their face up as God, put their face up as our big brother Yahweh Shai, put their face up as the angels, you know. That's what they've done. If you look at Job 9 and 24, these damn devils that sit up here and covered all the faces of the judges. You know, you look at their movies, you know, look at the art form, look at their books that they bullshitting right about, you know. But the point of the matter is that Job is speaking of, is prophesying. And so with that, let me sit up here. The first thing I want to grab was Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. You know, and the elder sit up here and said to you, hey, take notes and shut up. This is Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. And you're doing a lot of evil, Ramiro Marino. You're talking too much. You know, it's one thing if you ask a question. It's another thing you making statements trying to sit up here and teach somebody something. You know, you coming on somebody else's YouTube channel thinking that you being a teacher. Shut up and listen. And if you got a question, ask a question. Stop making statements. But hey, it says keep thy foot. Don't be giving the sacrifice of fools, man. Don't sit up here and be giving your own thoughts and whatever you think. No one wants to hear that shit. But with that, man, I'm finna sit up here and read Job 30. This is Job 30 and 1. Now, this is Job prophesying. And you got to understand, he's speaking. And this is another thing. You got to believe in reincarnation. Job is prophesying about this is a future prophecy about the Edomites being in rulership. And Job is going to be on the earth. Job, just like the Daniel, just like Malachi, just like Isaiah, just like Hosea, just like Esdras. Job is on the earth right now prophesying. We don't know who he is. He's somewhere on the earth prophesying just like he did back then, the same way now. You know, he's somewhere. We don't know who he is, you know. And that's the one thing you didn't get the point of. Reincarnation. And that's really the thing that you're not understanding outside of this scripture. But here, I'm finna read it. I'll read down to 10. This is Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yet whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing in the wilderness in the former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. And this is talking about Esau, Edom. People didn't even want them sitting by their goddamn dogs because of how vile these fuckers was. And they got chased out of the goddamn place, man. Motherfuckers didn't want them around. They were like animals grunting. But this Job 30:6. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And now here's the point that you really gotta understand. And now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. They abhorred me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. They taunting. Now he's saying I'm the byword. I'm the one that's being made foolish. I'm the one that's brought low. This is what Job's saying. This is a future prophecy because this is what's happened to the Israelites. And this goes back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, in which I'm about to get for you now, so you can understand why Job's saying he's a byword. This is Job 28. Well, here, let me read 15 first so you can get the understanding. And hopefully you look at this. This is Deuteronomy 28. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And what was one of the curses? Now here it is, since we sit up here and we disobeyed our power, guess what? He said that these curses will come upon us. What was one of the curses? What did Job say? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that's what we are, byword. Black, African American, Indian, nigger, spick, Mexican, Puerto Rican. Those are bywords. Those are not our name. That's not our nation's name. Puerto Ricans are Ephraim. Mexicans are Issacharites. You got the black tribes, the so-called black tribes, Judah, Yahawada, Bunyamin, and Lawyer. We're bywords to these people, niggas, spicks. That's what, and Job was sitting up here saying, now am I a byword, And guess why he's saying that? Because now we in our captivity. And then if you go further down, which sit up here and even goes further into us being, this is a future prophecy right here in Deuteronomy 28. Here's 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So when was we in Egypt again? Is when we came to America, aka Babylon the Great. This is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, like it says in Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. So that's the whole point. See, Ramiro Marino, you got to sit up here and read all the scriptures, man, and shut the fuck up and learn. Ask a question. You can't be sitting up here coming on somebody's YouTube channel talking shit, man, or whatever the hell you thought you was doing. And then you talking to an elder. You got to be careful. Watch your mouth. Watch who you talking to. You could have asked the question and you would have got your answer. Job is prophesying a future prophecy, and when he says they're going to spit in my face and I'm a byword, it's because in the future prophecy, he's here. He's here. He's here right now, just like all them other ones. And you know what? Just to sit up here and prove that point, let's go to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel chapter 12, and we're going to go all the way down. This is Daniel chapter 12 in verse 13. But go thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. So he's telling Daniel to go. You're going to be at rest, and then you're going to wake up again in your lot in the end of days, So he's going to be here prophesying. So he's like Daniel somewhere around here prophesying. We don't know who he is, but he out here prophesying. And if you'll sit up here and look at Job in the scripture that he was reading, Job 30, when he sit up here and said they're going to be spitting in my face, they're going to be taunting them. calling them bywords. Now we the lowest of the lows. Now we at the bottom because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, and if you sit up here and read any other scriptures, and here I'm gonna go back to Job because there's a few other scriptures. When you look at Job, why don't you look at Job 20? What you think he's saying in this speech? This is Job 20:4. Knowest thou this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Who is he talking about? Esau, Edom. You know, you go into Obadiah, he's going to sit up here and he's going to perish. He's going to be destroyed off the face of the fucking planet after his 1,000 years of slavery. Then we're going to gather them all together and burn them all up after 1,000 years. This is a prophecy that Job is talking about. Same way if you go into Job chapter 9 and verse 24. Job chapter 9, oh my, it didn't go to 9. Salakia. What in the world? Salakia, brothers. Salakia, brothers, give me a second. Nah, I don't want to. Oh, this some bullshit. Salakia, brothers, seem like I'm having a problem with my Wi-Fi. Now all of a sudden it wants to go down. There it is. Job chapter 9 and verse 24. Salakia again. What do you think he's saying right here? This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. You know, which we know they're in power right now, the so-called white man. So Job is sitting up here prophesying about these damn devils. And then let's go back to 20. Because if we know the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, then we'll go down a little bit for more. So here it is. So this is Job 27. This is Job 20 and 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. So what is this saying? That in the future that this damn devil is going to be destroyed off the goddamn planet. This is a prophecy that Job is seeing, just like in 20, just like in here in 20, just like in 9, just like in 30. And he's seeing himself, and he's prophesying of he's going to be here. He's going to be that byword. He's going to be low. So it's a future prophecy. So they're not spitting in his face right then and there. It's a future prophecy saying that we're going to be low and taunted. And it's also talking about reincarnation. And let me sit up here and go to Esdras real quick. So you can, here's a point that you can go in. What is it? Where is it at? Esdras, it says, woe is me. Apocrypha. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Here it is. Yeah, second. That's the one I wanted. I'm just going to get this. It says, this is 2 Esdras 16 and 17. It says, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? You know, so matter of fact, let me go to it. This is 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse. Here, I'm going to start at 15 and I'm just going to read down to 17. It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return it not backwards. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. Who would deliver me in those days? So this is Esdras sitting up and seeing the prophecy of those damn missiles coming over. And he's saying, who's going to save him in that time? You got to understand, look how far back this is. But this is a prophecy that Esdras is seeing. The same way with Job. Job was seeing a prophecy, and he's sitting up here speaking up on it. He's sitting up here saying, now they got me in derision. Now I'm a byword. Now they spit in my face. Now I'm the lowest of the low now. And that's what you got to look at. The so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans are in the lowest state right now. We got those base men, the so-called white men, the Edomites of the Bible. Now they're over us. Motherfuckers who was in the caves, eating dirt and ground and all the other shit they were doing. Filthier than animals. You know? But that's the whole point, man. You gotta sit up. You gotta sit back and listen, you know, and don't get a sacrifice of fools. And with that, man, let me just grab a few other scriptures. I'm gonna grab one more. This is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. And that's what you're doing. You're coming into your own understanding instead of listening or asking a question and getting edified. And the other thing I want to sit up here and get, now I gotta kind of look for it because I don't know which scripture is in, but I'm gonna get this too, and I'm gonna end it. There you go, Matthew 18. This is Matthew 18, and I'm gonna end it here. This is Matthew 18:5. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name, receive it. Me. You know what? Yeah, this is it. This is Matthew 18:5. And whoso shall receive it one such little child in my name, receive it me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him if that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. So my thing, and you know, I'm gonna read 7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. And you know, and that's you right now, Ramiro Moreno. You talking too much, man. Shut up. You know, if you got a question, you ask the elder. Don't sit up here and come on the elder's page and apostles page and elder brothers and any brothers page just talking shit, man. You know, just making statements. You read one scripture and think you know everything and don't know shit. You know, but hey, it says woe to who the offense come from, bro. So you better get your shit straight. So with that, and you sound like an Issacharite brother. Sound like you from the tribe of Issachar. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But you know, hey, be careful who you're speaking to, man. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Anya Habatham Akim. Shalom.